Hell yeah, it was worth it. This experience changed my life. I can't wait to go home and see the reaction on people's faces because I've been dealing with this for probably 10 years and I finally made a bold move to come to Turkey and it was worth it. Alright, my name is Adam James Cimino. I came from the state of Mississippi in the United States of America. I've been doing my research for about 4 months, which is a lot, but when you're spending this kind of money, you want to make sure you're making the right choice. So I went on dental rating websites and Myra kept showing up, and then when Myra was in my search history, then YouTube videos came up and then Instagram, and it seemed like this was a very safe and clean place to come. So I made the initial contact on WhatsApp, and that's how I found Myra. Well, the first impression, that it looked modern. I like all the different colors for the different rooms because that's organization and that's how my mind works. So that was a big draw for me. So the cleanliness of the place was a really big plus for me. And it was just big, immense. It was a well-oiled machine. That's what it seemed like. I came here thinking I had a plan as to what I wanted, but when I sat down with the doctor, he guided me in the right direction, but didn't tell me that I had to do that. He said, this is what I would do if I were you. I really like that. I don't like being forced to do anything because I'll do the opposite. So when I saw my x-rays on the iMac, and I was explained every process and procedure possible, I felt really comfortable with my decision before I was about to have a lot of pain, but it really wasn't bad at all. I had a combination of veneers and dental implants. I chose the dental implants while I was at home because the ones that I chose had the best success rate. It fused with the bone the best. So that was my treatment plan, a combination of veneers and implants, and I had, I think, 2 teeth pulled that were problematic. And the process was very smooth, and the pain was minimal, and I'm just looking forward to having a new life. For the past, I want to say 6 months or so, I've had to chew on one side of my mouth because I had pain over here. I've had to change my diet and watch what I eat because I couldn't eat certain things. My favorite thing is steak, and I couldn't eat steak, which is terrible. But I knew that if I made a bold move, that my life would improve. It also changes your aesthetic, so I'm a lot more confident than before, and having a nice smile is something that I don't have to worry about hiding anymore when I meet people. No, I'm being super cautious. I've eaten mashed potatoes and soup and gelato, but I'm being smart about not trying the teeth too much. For example, when you buy a Ferrari, you don't go 140 kilometers the first day. That's how I feel. I think I might be a little bit of a different candidate because I was a professional photographer for 8 years and I traveled to many third world countries. Scary, dangerous places like Yemen, Algeria, even Venezuela. But I knew Turkey was a very developed country and I wasn't afraid and I will help anyone that needs assistance going through the process. I don't know if I'm going to be on YouTube or not, but I would look at the videos on YouTube. I would look at the pictures, the before and afters, because they've done some more amazing things to other people than they've done to me. I don't think my case was that bad, but some other people had huge life transformations and are probably ecstatic with their new teeth. You have to look at reviews, you have to look at the interaction the doctor has, and also, I would call it a liaison, and that's Zirconium. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but she was amazing because we communicated almost every day when I was in America and she was here, and that really was the foundation for my decision. I would like to say thank you for being perfect. Thank you for squeezing me in at the last minute. Thank you for having suction right where it needed to be when I couldn't swallow. Everything was professional. I'm happy with the results. I don't have anything bad to say whatsoever. It was all in all just a great experience. My stay in Turkey was a great experience. Never did I feel unsafe. And I traveled all around Turkey, all the way to Izmir and back, taking pictures of Roman ruins. And it was a beautiful country. That's really about it. I highly recommend Myra. There are a lot of good dentists in Antalya, but am I going to come back here? For sure. And I will keep coming to the same place because this is where I want to be. Thank you so much, Myra, and who knows what's going to happen now, so thank you.